Hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Lampyra. You can probably see the Venus doll behind me. As of recording this, she's the latest Monster High doll that's out, and I gotta say, she's one of the prettiest dolls so far. I honestly have no real complaints. Except for, well, I know. So many people have complained about the pets, that they're all too samey, and they're all either dogs or cats, or try to look like dogs or cats, but as much as I agree or disagree with them, I gotta say, Chewlian, he's not really doing anything for me. I never had any Monster High dolls growing up, so I don't really have nostalgia for them specifically, but I do remember seeing how much of a little freak Chewlian used to be. He's just a little freak. I love him. Well, anyways, I want to make this Chewlian pet a little more freaky, if you will. And that's enough stalling for me. Let's get this started. First off, let's look at what we're working with. So, Chewlian in this generation looks more like a cat wearing a plant monster, but he is the plant monster. You can see it in his molding, you can see in that cute little tail he has, and I want to keep this silhouette as much as possible. I'm going to first start off by struggling with trying to take off the teeth on Chewlian's face. I want this entire face to be one big toothy grin, so unfortunately, as weirdly ugly cute as he is, yeah, his whole face has to go. Oh god, he looks so naked without his teeth. This part isn't really necessary, but I wanted to attempt it. I'm mostly using this because this type of plastic is dissolvable with acetone, and I kind of want to soften up his face before I, carve it. Huh, that looks creepier than I expected. I'm just gonna fill up this empty space with some air dry clay. I let it dry for a minute or so before I went into carving the teeth. And next I'll be making some little holes with this hand drill I have. Please ignore the struggling, my hand totally didn't cramp like 12 times as I made this footage. And here are the eye stalks. If you noticed earlier, they were on the table. Continuity, what is that? I was pretty set on the eye stalks, but then I was considering, what if I just gave him little beady eyes, similar to what G1 Chewlian has? But, eye stalks. Just a quick touch of super glue, and there we go. He has eyes. He kind of looks like a character from that cartoon, Real Monsters. Anybody remember that show? I don't. I was not born. Well, anyways, I take a Sharpie to his eyes to make them nice and opaque. I know I should have used acrylic paints, but it was downstairs. I'm in my dining room. I don't want to go back down. It's late anyways. Besides, it turned out pretty well. The acetone's still up here, so I just used that to water down some of the Sharpie and bring out some of the details in Chewlian's leaves. And after that, I think we're done. So yeah, here's Chewlian. I think it turned out pretty well. He came out a little more alien-like than I would have thought, but I wanted him to look more monstrous, and he looks more monstrous. And for everybody who's stuck to the end, well, I'm glad you're here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I think it's time for me to wrap up. Oh, right. Here you go, Venus. Okay, cool. Adios.